Are you being racist? What's going on? No? Okay, good. Just checking.
You're a paranoid guy.
I'm not paranoid. It's not paranoia if they really are out to get you, okay? Andrew, do you mind? Okay, I hope you got section A finished at least, and maybe even a start of section B. So let's have a look at section A now. May I borrow, which is the old test? This one is the old one? This is version 1. Yeah, and that's version 2. Okay. Okay. You have... No, that's the other exam. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I don't need those. Right, question 1 here. Point A is on minus 2, 5, and B is 6 minus 1. Find the equation of the line. A fairly straightforward question to begin the exam. M is, we'll say, 5 minus 1 over minus 2 minus 6, right? 5 minus 1 over minus 2 minus 6. 6 over minus 8, is that right? Minus 3 over 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Y equals mx plus c. So minus 1 equals minus 3/4 6 plus c. That looks a little bit messy. You're going to get minus 1 equals minus 9 over 2. Is that right? 18 over 4, 9 over 2. So then C is 9 over 2 minus 1. Is that 7 over 2 for C? Yeah. So you get Y equals minus 3 over 4x plus 7 over 2. I should multiply by 4. 4y equals minus 3x plus 14. So 3x plus 4y minus 14 equals 0. Okay. Let's have a look at number... Yeah. Zoom out, yeah. Like this. As it's... There. Andrew.
Yes.
A little to the right.
Oh, okay.
Let's turn the light off. It's a bit hard to see.
Whoa.
Am I ready? Down a bit. Oh, careful. Oh. A bit to the right. Well, right. No, right. No, down. Okay, now just stay there. Stay there, don't move. Okay, just hold it like this. That's fine. It'll do, yeah. Okay, number 2. Can I scroll down to number 2? Number 2 is a probability question. Guys, please. Eric, please. Number 2. Guys, down the back, come on now. Number 2, it's a probability question. I want to draw your attention to very important 2 words here. No replacement. That's very, very, very important. It says you take the beads one at a time with no replacement. That means you don't put them back in the bag to take out again. Once you take it out, really, Sean, that's what it means. Once you take it out, then it's gone. Okay, no replacement. Let's have a look. So number 2 here, you have a bag, and in the bag is 4 red, 3 green, 1 yellow, and you would like a green is first, yes, a red second, and a red third. Okay, so you got a probability tree basically. You can have at the beginning red, green, yellow, and then you can have red, green, yellow again, red, green, yellow again, red, green, yellow, and it can go again. But this will take a while, and in fact you don't need all the branches. You only need to go across the red branch, and the first green branch, and then the red branch, and then the red branch. The first green is 3 over 8. Then to get a red, it's an over 7, and then another red is an over 6, because you're losing one each time. That's a 4, yeah. That's a 3. So let's clean this up. It's 3 eighths times 4 sevenths times 3 sixths. That goes in once, that goes in twice. 3 goes in there once, 3 goes in there twice. That is 3 over 4 times 7. 28? Okay. So 3 over 28 is the answer here. That's very dramatic, Sean. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? We're all worried. What's wrong? I will continue?
Yes.
Okay. Number 3 now. Can I scroll down? Yep. Okay, number 3. The quadratic equation 9x squared plus kx plus 4 equals 0 has no real roots. Find k. So if it has no real roots, then it's less than 0, yeah. So b squared minus 4ac, is that 151?
No.
No, what is it?
144.
Okay, I believe you. Less than 0. This is k squared plus 0k minus 144, less than 0. We need two numbers that multiply to make 144 and add to make 0. Plus and minus 12. Do we want above or below? Below. So the k must be between minus 12 and 12. Okay. 4. Question?
Yeah, if I wrote like k is smaller than plus minus 12, that would just
Ah, were you in class on Friday? No, because this came up in class and I said if you do it that way you should feel great shame. And it doesn't work as nicely as that. I wouldn't allow that in the exam. You're not allowed to take the square root when you have an inequality, is the point. So the simplest solution is to change it into a quadratic. Yeah. See, it is worthwhile coming to class, isn't it? That's right. Okay, 4. Can I go on 4 now? Okay. So number 4, you have 3 plus px power 6, and you're told that the coefficient, interesting, you're told that the coefficient for x squared is the same as the coefficient for x cubed. Find p. Okay, so the coefficient for x squared would be 6c2 px, p squared 3 power 4, and that should be the same as the cube coefficient, which is 6c3 p cubed 3 like this. Now you're also told p is not 0. That is important. Because you know p is not 0, you're allowed to divide both sides by p squared, leaving you with 6c2 times 3 power 4, which is 81 I believe, equals 6c3 times P times 27. So that means P will be 81 over 27 times 6C2 over 6C3, whatever that is. Let's have a look.
Teacher,
Yes, did I make a mistake?
why is it 62 instead of 60? I mean, wasn't it 63 and 64? Because we start the number from 0, but 60...
You're saying this should be a 4, is it?
3 and 4, yeah.
This should be 4 and this should be...
I mean 3 and 4.
Oh, this should be 3
Yeah.
and this should be 4.
But we studied 6B1.
Well, the thing is, I should always make sure that this... Listen, I should always make sure that this matches one of the powers. So in this case it matches the 2, and in this case it matches the 3. But it is allowable to have it match the other one. You'll get the same answer if it matches the 4. In this case it doesn't really matter.
So we start with 6B0.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have problem solved. Okay. What's the answer here? 6C2 divided by 6C3 times 81 divided by 27. Did you get that? 9 over 4? Why what? Can I continue?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 5 now. Solve 2 log base 2x minus log base 2 x minus 4 equals 4, and x should be bigger than 4. We really need it to be bigger than 4, otherwise we'll have a problem. So what I'll do first, I can bring the 2 up to the top to make a squared. Combining this, I can say this is log base 2 x squared over x minus 4 equals 4. Log says 2 to what power makes this? The answer is 2 to the power of 4 will make that. So 2 to the power of 4 equals x squared over x minus 4. That means 16 equals x squared over x minus 4. That means 16x minus 64 equals x squared. So then that means x squared minus 16x plus 64 equals 0. X minus 8, x minus 8 equals 0. So x equals 8. Okay? On to 6. Yeah, on to 6 now. 6. Question? No. 15, 13, and theta. And 18. Good. What are we looking for? Theta. What rule should I use here?
Sine.
Sine? No. Cosine, the other one. 18 squared equals 15 squared plus 13 squared minus twice 15, 13 cos theta. So when you solve this, you get theta equals. Okay, minus 2 times 15 times 13, and on the top is 18 squared minus 15 squared minus 13 squared. Now I need this to be in radians, in degrees. And 3 significant figures would make it 79.7. Okay, 7. Find the equation of the normal when x is 1. Okay, so dy dx equals minus 1 over x squared plus 1 over x. No, one sec. Minus 1 over x, not plus. Yeah, go ahead.
My calculator doesn't give me the same.
Yeah, you're in radian mode possibly. Can you switch it to degree mode?
It's only give me 4 options.
Yeah, one of them should be degrees. DEG. Yeah. Okay. X is 1, so this is minus 2. But if it's a normal, not a tangent, it's perpendicular. So the m is actually 1 over 2. So y equals mx plus c. We need a point. Well, we have a point already. X is 1, and what's y? 1, because we can use this formula to get y. So if I put that in there, I get 1 is a half plus c, so c is a half. So my answer is a half x plus a half.
Sure.
No?
Isn't it your 1 over x is equal to x differentiate?
1 over x's derivative is minus 1 over x squared, isn't it? Because 1 over x equals x minus 1, and that derivative is minus 1x minus 2, which is minus 1 over x squared. Yes, no? Yes? Continue? Yeah. Okay. 8. Find the second derivative. Fine. So dy dx equals 6x squared plus cos x. So the second derivative will be 12x minus sine x. But you're told x is pi over 2. So this would be 6 pi minus 0. Minus 1. That's what I meant. Is the answer.
Even if I calculate that, would I be wrong?
If you what?
Calculate.
No, you wouldn't. Because... No, you would be. Because the question asked for the exact answer. Yeah.
Then decimal is not the exact answer.
Correct. It's not.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
1 over 2 is...
1 over 2 is 0.5. That answer is exact. That is true. But if I said something like this, 1 over 7, and you write that as a decimal,
Yes, like 0, 0,
0,
0.
it'd be something like 1,
Yeah.
you know, it's not exact, because at some point you need to stop.
How do we get that then?
How do we get what?
We have like 12 pi over 2 minus 9 pi over 2. How do we get 6 pi minus 1?
If you put in,
Put into the calculator, you get the decimal.
what did you get in your calculator?
17.85.
Really? It is the same, yeah. I don't know. What about if you put just sine pi over 2 by itself on the calculator? What do you get? You should get 1. If you type in 12 times pi over 2, you should get 6 pi. Lee, what you might have to do on the calculator is put the value in each piece one by one, rather than the whole thing at once.
But it is not 1.
That's because you're in degree mode.
Oh. Oh, it is 1.
9. Integrate 100 plus 1 over x minus e minus x plus x power e dx. So, that would be 100x plus log x plus e power x.
Minus
E power minus
minus x. That's what I was about to say. Then the last part is plus x power over good plus yeah, okay, 10. That's it. Disappointed? 0 to 1, 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 dx. X cubed minus 2x squared plus x, 0 to 1, right? Is that 0? Yeah. Explain what your answer means. What it means is, that's a 1 there, that's a 0, that's a 1. Yeah, it basically means that the area here is equal to the area here. So the area above x, yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's all. That's all. What's what? Oh, you mean here? The end. How did I get to 0?
No, you mean
Here? Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is just me saying first put in 1 and then put in 0 and minus the answers. This is at 1 minus at 0.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you write the area of the area above the curve is equal to the area below the curve?
No. Simple as that. Because if I draw this, the area above the curve, even if you mean here, is all of this. If you want, you can say, we see, then it gets awkward. Then you have to say the area below the curve but above the axis is equal to the area above the curve and below the axis. Okay, Lee, I probably should be a little bit more formal with my English. I do get your point. So really, perhaps I should say the area bounded above the x-axis from 0 to 1 equals blah 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 below blah 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 blah.
It's okay to write just that way.
I'll give you the mark. Okay, B now, section B. Let's have a look. B1, A1, complete the square. X squared minus 10x plus 4 equals x minus 5 squared 4 minus 25 minus 21?
Yeah.
Okay. 2. Solve. So that is x minus 5 squared equals 21. X minus 5 equals plus or minus root 21. X equals 5 plus or minus root 21. Okay.
Can we use b squared minus 4 is b? I mean minus b plus minus 4. Blah, blah, blah.
Read the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Read the first 6 words of this question. What does it say? Read them.
Okay.
Read them to me. What does it say?
This answer in part 1.
Yeah. Did those 6 words say by using the formula?
No.
See, they're tricky like that. They tell you what they want. Those guys. So tricky. Tricky guys. Okay, B. Now, seriously, you do have to watch out for that in the exam. Sometimes they don't care which method you use to solve it, and they'll just say solve the quadratic, and you can use whatever method you want. But if they say by using blank method or by using a previous answer, unfortunately, if you don't do that, you'll get 0. So just be careful with that then, okay? B. The function gx is equal to 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 1. What is the remainder when you divide by x plus 2? Well, you just put in minus 2. Yeah? So what was that going to be? Minus 8 times minus 4, minus 32, is it? Minus 32 plus 16 plus 2 minus 1. So what's that? Minus 16 plus 2 minus 1. Minus 15, yeah? Okay. That's part 1. Part 2 is to divide x plus 1 into 4x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 1. So first I have 4x squared. That's 4x cubed plus 4x squared. Nice, they both cancel. Meaning I'm just left with minus 1 here. 3, factorize. So the factors are x plus 1. The factors are x plus 1 and whatever the factor of 4x squared plus 0x minus 1 is. Don't panic, the maths will return in a moment. Okay. Right. So as saying, ready? Yeah. As I was saying, once we unlock here. Be strong, Sean. Be strong. The factors of x plus 1, the factors are x plus 1 and whatever the factors of 4x squared plus 0x minus 1 is. Yeah, this one is going to be 2x plus 1 and 2x minus 1. C. Find where these two lines meet. So multiply by 5, multiply by 2. 15x minus 10y equals 135. 8x plus 10y equals 26. 23x equals 161. Is that right? What's that? 8? No, 7. Put that back in here. If x is 7, that's 3 times 7 is 21. 6 minus 3?
Yes.
Okay, question 2 now. A girl plays 2 games of squash. The probability that she wins each game is shown in the diagram below. Find the value of P. Can I scroll down now?
Yes.
2. A. 1. Wins, doesn't win, wins, doesn't win, win and doesn't win. If that is 0.5, then the answer must be 0.25. Part 2. This here we don't know. This here we don't know. This is 0.4. This is 0.6. Find Q and OR if we know the probability she wins both games is 0.6. So the probability of a win-win is 0.6. So that's 0.75 times Q must equal 0.6. So Q will be 0.6 over 0.75. 0.8, thank you. which means then the OR is 0.2. Find the probability that she wins one game. So the probability she wins one game is the probability that she wins loses or lose wins. Yeah. Yep. That's equal to 0.75 times 0.2 plus 0.25 times 0.4, isn't it? What is it?
0.45.
Thank you. Okay. Continue. B. What? Zoom out. Come on, quickly, quickly. Okay. Continuing. Listening? So, in part B we have a trigonometry question. We want the length AC. I think the sine rule would be good to use. Because we can call the missing side over here x. We can say x over sine. That missing angle is what? 180 minus 77 minus 48. So 55. So x over sine 55 equals 18 over sine 48. Bring that up here. And what do we get? Let me just hit that in. Sine 55 over sine 48 times 18. 19.84. Or 19.8 meters. What is the area? The area is... Lee! Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. The area is a half 18, 19.84 sine 77. Okay. Times 18 times a half times sine 77. 174 meters squared. Find the shortest distance from A to BC. So find this distance here. Now, because of what they just asked me to do, I think the way they want me to do it is to say a half. Oh no, it's not this. Because we don't know the base. We have to use the sine, don't we? Yeah. We'll draw the triangle here. This side we know is, what did I say this one was? 19.8. And this side we know, and this side we want. Sine 48 equals D over 19.8. So the D is 19.8 sine 48. Do I still have that on my calculator? No, I don't. It's actually 19.84. $14.7 meters.
Yes.
Yep. And lastly, for question 2, solve. 3 tan theta equals minus 4. Well, that's fine. How many answers should I have? Just the 2. This is nearly too easy. I don't trust it. Tan inverse minus 4 over 3 is minus 53.13. How do I get the second angle for tan? Plus 180, which is 126.87. Which answer needs fixing? The 53 one, doesn't it? By adding 360. So the answers are 126.9. 127 degrees and 307 degrees. Okay. Three. Now you see, you didn't think I could do it. What was your question? Let's see. Yeah, do underestimate me. Okay, 3. Listen, guys, listen. In the arithmetic sequence, the 20th term is 150.5 and the 21st term is 158. Yeah? So, here I get D equals 7.5 and the A will equal whatever 158 minus 15 is, minus 150. Is it 8? Okay, I've done part 1 and part 2, now part 3. S 140. N over 2, 2A plus N minus 1, D. 16 plus 139 times 7.5 times 70. 74095? Part B. The 4th term in a geometric series is 400 and the 7th term is 3.2. Sorry about the squishing. 3.2. If I divide these, I get r cubed equals 3.2 over 400. True? Cube root, and I have my r. 3.2 divided by 400, cube root, and I get a fifth. So r equals a fifth. I can say a equals 400 over r cubed. So the a will be 400 over my r cubed. So the a is 50,000. Okay, that is part 1 and part 2. Part 3. Explain why the sum will never be more than 70,000. Well, if you add every number up, you'll get 50,000 over a fifth. Is that right for A? That feels wrong.
Yes.
Wait, no, either it's right or it's wrong. Which is it? It is this. Okay.
1 minus 1.
Yeah, sorry, I just 1 minus that. So that will be 4/5. Okay. 62500. So if S infinity is less than 70,000, then of course it's impossible. This can never equal 70,000. If you add everything up and you get 70,000 and they're all positive, then it's impossible for anything smaller to be more than 70,000. 4. M equals 540 e power kt. Yes. Yeah. I could say, since this is less than 70,000 and each term is always positive, that means that any sum can't be equal to 70,000. In fact, I could say
B1.
Oh, sorry, I skipped over that. Yeah, why is the series convergent?
R is smaller.
Yeah. This is the reason why. It's convergent because the OR is between -1 and 1. That's the reason why. Okay, B4. A block of ice is melting and we have this formula for the mass. What is the mass of the ice at the beginning? Well, the mass of the ice at the beginning is just when T is 0, M will be 540 kilograms. After 2 hours, the mass is 375. Find the K. Alright, so after 2 hours, we have 375 equals 540 E2K. Divide, log, and divide again. So K will equal log root 375 over 540. Why the root? Well, the half goes up into the power and makes it a root. So root 375 over 540 is 5 over 6. So the answer is log 5 over 6, and you must write log 5 over 6 because the question said write your answer as log m over n. How much ice is there after 3 hours? After 3 hours we will have 540 E K 3. So let's see what that is. E power 3 times my last log 5 over log 5 over 6 times 540 there. So the answer for this is an exact 312.5 after 3 hours. Why is this formula not suitable in the long run? Yeah, why? Why can't we use this formula forever is the question basically. That's nearly a sentence. I don't see any verb in it though. What's the reason? Because it's ice.
Yes.
That's a sentence, but it's not a reason.
As time goes on, the surface area of the ice decreases and the rate of melting decreases.
Yeah, but was that in the marking scheme or you found that online?
I did it myself.
Okay. No, that's fine, but that's kind of an advanced answer. We can give a simpler answer. It is acceptable. It is acceptable-ish. Any other reasons? The ice melts.
Yes.
Bravo. Okay, does anyone have a real answer? What? No, that's not the answer. It's not the answer. The problem is, this graph is exponential, right? And it never actually reaches the x-axis. So technically, if you use this formula, m is never 0. But of course, in real life, the m actually does reach it. That is not the same thing as what you said. So the answer is, in m equals 540 e power log 5 over 6t, the m is never 0. But in real life, when t is big, the m should be 0, and it should be exactly 0, not nearly 0, not almost 0, but exactly 0. Why? Okay, Monica. You would need to at least say because the ice fully melts away. Then I might give you a mark. Okay? Yes? Really? Really? Really?
And only 1 mark.
So maybe you might say, why bother? Yeah. Okay, B. B. Solve each equation. 1.5 log x 9 equals 3. So log x 9 equals 2. X power 2 equals 9, so x equals 3. Log base 9, 1.5x equals 3. That means 9 power 3 equals 1.5x. What's that? That's a big number. 981, 81 times 9, something. Whatever. $486. And the last one is the hard one. 4 power 4x minus 10 times 4 power 2x plus 16 equals 0. You can change that into 4 power 2x squared minus 10 4 power 2x plus 16. That's actually a quadratic. It's a quadratic, except instead of x, it's 4 power 2x. So factorizing, we get 4 power 2x, 4 power 2x, 8 and 2. Nice. So 4 power 2x equals 8, 4 power 2x equals 2. 2 power 4x equals 2 cubed, and 2 power 4x equals 2, 1. So x equals 3 over 4, or 1 over 4. Five and 6. Okay, I think that's more than enough for one afternoon. What we'll do is we'll continue with 5 and 6 in the next class, and then we'll have a look at the other exam. If there's not enough time to look at the other exam, I'll print out the answers and give it to you on Friday. Okay? All right.